Hello YouTube, this is xisuma with another Minecraft tutorial. With the help of the community we have improved the mob spawner for the new game mechanics. In this video I'm going to show you what improvements have been made and how to build this mob spawner. The community has been working together and we have made 3 major improvements to the mob spawner. Firstly, the floors no longer use fence gates as mobs will fall through moving blocks. This will double the amount of spawnable areas and make construction cheaper and easier. Secondly, the room height has been changed to include Endermen and water has been removed from the system. Third of all, the redstone has been optimised to activate the pistons faster and with minimal latency. So now I'm going to show you how to build this mob spawner, and after that I will explain in more detail how the system works. In my tutorials I like to build things layer by layer. So the red wall blocks represent the current layer that we're building and the white wall blocks represent the layers that we've already built. These can be any type of normal block, i.e. stone, cobblestone, wood, although I would consider building them out of something that an enderman can't pick up. So first of all you're going to need an area of land that is 17 by 19 blocks. And then you're going to need to build this. So we start off with 4 blocks in the corner on both sides. Then we go across by 3 blocks. And then we have a row of 11 blocks with 11 normal pistons. And then fill in the gap in the middle with blocks like so, leaving a 1 block gap on one side. On this layer here we need to place a ring of blocks around our spawnable area. These need to be 1 block in from the piston, and on this side they need to be 1 block out. In the middle we need 9 half slabs. These are 2 blocks from the corner and 2 blocks between each of them. As well as this we need to place down some redstone. So we have 3 redstone wires in the corners and then 4 repeaters all on the default setting, and then a wire of redstone going across our pistons. Where the first redstone wire for the pistons starts you need to place this block here, and then you need to do the same thing on the other side. On this layer we're going to place down our ring of blocks again, and at the edge here we're going to place this redstone wire and a block next to it and do the same on this side. Now the last 2 layers are the same thing again. We place down our ring of blocks, put down a redstone wire and a block next to it, and the same again on this layer, except we also place a redstone wire on top of this block. So now that you know how to build one room, to build one on top of it you simply start off with this level here above the red one here, and the redstone wire will match up with this block here, and you can repeat this up as many times as you like. However, I would recommend doing it 8, and the 8 layers that you do will work with this redstone circuit here. However, I will show you how to make this work with more or less layers as well. So this is a piston clock and it controls the mob spawner. To build one you need to place down 2 redstone torches, and then either side and above one you would need to place a piston facing inwards. Then here you can see we've got 8 repeaters and you need to have them all on full delay. Now 4 of them go out like this to this redstone wire and then back in to the piston, and you need to do the same thing on both sides. Then this redstone wire here branches off to a repeater that goes into this block here. On the back of the block we have a redstone torch, and coming off of the block we have a repeater on full delay. Next to the redstone torch we have a redstone wire and 2 wires up here which the block goes into, and then a torch on the end of it, and this creates a 1 tick pulse, and this redstone wire here would link up to this part here. We have the exact same thing on the other side, and so what this does is it creates an alternating pulse on either side. and then when the 1 tick pulse comes out here, it will be sent into this circuit here, activating these pistons. Then it will go up to the next level and go around again and activate the pistons again. So depending on how many levels you have on your mob spawner is how many of these repeaters you need to place down. So if you had 4 layers on your mob spawner, you would only have 4 repeaters, and if you had 10, you would put down 10 repeaters. And to start and stop the mob spawner, you simply need to place and remove this block. So by removing it, the piston clock will shut down, and by placing a block, it will start up again. So that concludes the tutorial on how to build this mob spawner. As always, there's a link to download this map in the description box. And if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, you can send me a private message or leave a comment on this video. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk about this for a little bit. There's a few things I wanted to tell you about. First of all, I've got these half-stone slabs all over my redstone and pistons, and this is to stop mob spawning. And the reason I've got them there is because we have these glass rooms, so I can't have any lighting outside. So if you built this yourself with glass rooms instead of solid blocks, then you're going to need to place down these half-stone slabs. And as you can see, you can place them like this and the redstone still works. And also you're going to need a massive roof as well to make the whole thing dark. So as you can see, I've got the slabs in the middle again, and I've done a lot of testing, and although spiders can occasionally fall through the moving floors, they eventually end up clogging it up because it's like a 1 in 10, 1 in 15 sort of chance that they'll fall through. The other thing about this is the rooms are 4 blocks high now, and this is so that Endermen can spawn in there. Now Endermen are actually 2.9 blocks tall, however I've had trouble with them spawning in a 3 block high room, so that's why it's 4 blocks. And as well as this, you might notice that the mobs don't always fall through the floor when you do it like this, and most of the time they do, but occasionally they don't. And if you do this with fence gates, they will definitely fall through every time. So the redstone, what I've done here is we've got the clock and the 1 tick pulse, and this way we can fire off 11 pistons at a time, and this creates, you know, minimal lag, and the circuit's been designed to send a pulse this way, and these repeaters do the timing so that it goes, you know, it fires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all the way to the top, then it starts this side, and that way we've only got 11 pistons firing at a time, but we keep moving the rooms and making them fast. And I think to get the most effective system, I think you're better off having, say, 4 floors and maybe making the pistons go longer in this direction and having bigger rooms, but that's if your computer can handle the pistons firing at, you know, that time. So if you can have 20 pistons firing at a time with no problems, then I'd recommend making the room longer. And also I've just gone for full damage here at the bottom, and what I'd recommend doing is perhaps putting in a water stream somewhere to bring all your drops to 1 point. However, the Endermen will hit the water and teleport away, so I'm not too sure what the solution is there. That's something I'm going to work on in the future. But anyway, that's all. You can get in touch with me in the comment box if you've got anything you want to ask about. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.